more for Jordan's sixth and final lesson with me. Sad day.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet. Okay, so tell me about New York. How was that?
Awesome.
Awesome. What'd you do?
Let's see. I got stuck in a McDonald's in Pennsylvania for 2 hours because one of the buses broke down.
Oh, lovely. I know exactly what you're going through.
but we made it to New York on time for our tour guide, and let's see, we did Times Square, we did Planet Hollywood, we did a lot of Top of the Rock, Rockefeller Center,
awesome.
tour of Radio City Music Hall, which is super.
Oh, wow.
And I got Harry Connick Jr.'s autograph taken. Actually, I didn't get his autograph there. I took a picture of it in the book in the building.
Okay. Wow, that is so cool.
And then what else did we do? 9/11 Memorial, Harlem. Actually, Harlem we actually didn't get to, which was kind of sad. But
yeah.
Let's see, what else did we do? Wall Street, Broadway, all that good stuff, and we got to see Les Mis. So
no way! Oh
yes.
my God, the off-Broadway one, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That must have been awesome.
Well, actually, no. We were in New York and we saw it on Broadway. So
oh yeah,
yeah,
that is so cool.
Yeah, and now I'm like addicted to it, and now like I have like these random ideas in my head. I'm like, I'll sing with those songs for Soul Ensemble next year.
Exactly, those are great songs for Soul Ensemble, man. If you can get your hands on one of those, you'll be a happy tenor. I'm telling you. Okay, so you had New York, which was super exciting. There was also Easter, and you had Easter break and all that stuff. But tell me a little bit about some of the singing you did since we last met.
Singing, I looked over Music of the Night. I've been practicing Africa in class too because I'm singing it again for a concert in May. And let's see what else. And that was basically it for now.
Okay. Did you notice anything about your mechanism, about your throat, about your body, your tone, anything like that while you were singing that caught your attention?
Well, after seeing Les Mis, I did notice that, like, I've been kind of taking, like, as I was taking everything in, like, I kind of noticed that I've been kind of using, like, because we actually got to meet with, like, one of the actors while we were there, and, like, I kind of, like, took in some of the stuff that he was telling us, and I'm like, oh, this is how you, like, use your energy more, like, that bubble of energy we were talking about. And I was like, oh, that kind of works now, and I'm like, it seemed to be helping me a lot.
Awesome. That is great. That is so cool. Okay. So, what I have planned for today, we're going to do our usual warm-ups, our usual vocalises.
Yeah.
We're going to sing through Music of the Night. And then we're going to do some wrap-up stuff. I just have a few questions I want to ask you, kind of get an idea of how you thought this experience was.
Sure.
And so, without further ado, let's get started. Okay. We're going to do our warm-ups, our neck rolls. Alright, and let's just do some shoulder rolls. Okay, let's do it forward. Alright, just roll it out. Let's try to get some of those kinks out if we can. Alright. Okay, repeat after me. Woo! 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 Awesome. Okay, let's just breathe in and then let out a sigh. One more. One more of those. Awesome. Okay, Just shake it out a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do another. We're gonna do the breathing one again, where you breathe in 2. Breathe in. Breathe in again. Awesome. I want to point out something already. I remember the last time we did this, we were talking about that active stomach, and I was noticing you've done a really good job. I don't know if you did it on purpose or not, but you did a really good job with keeping this relaxed, but still giving me that energy without activating all of those muscles down here. Perfect. Okay? Awesome. Let's do another one of those. Awesome. Alright, we're going to do Z, 4 counts with a crescendo, and then 4 counts with a decrescendo, just on this one note. Z. Okay, let's give it a shot. Z. Crescendo, decrescendo. Okay, let's do another one. We're going to do, we're going to go, remember to keep it muddy throughout. Make sure, or think about hitting every note instead of going, think about those notes in between, okay? Ready? Switch it up a little bit. We're going to do the same pattern, but when we get to this higher note, let's hang out here for a little bit and then go back down. Awesome. Okay, you're sounding great. Just a little bit more energy, a little bit more spin as we're going up in that muddy fashion. The energy that you brought in that Z with a crescendo, decrescendo, keep that energy in this one as well. Let's try again. Don't come off the breath, because what you're doing, and I think it's because you're trying to crescendo and decrescendo, which is fine, but we're going to just bring the energy from that last one, but not the crescendo, decrescendo thing. But don't go, remember,
keep the energy throughout the slide.
Yep, keep that energy throughout the entire thing. One more time. Let's do our your energy is great on the top, but think about singing through the bottom rather than ending on the bottom, because then your energy comes down. Just sing through ah instead of ah.
And dying away.
Yep. Okay. Remember, think of singing through that descending.
Sure.
Okay. Again. Awesome. Let's do another one. Great. That was awesome. Okay. Roll out that neck for me. Alright, let's pull out the music of the night.
Sure.
Oh. So, I know you've been super busy with Easter and New York and all that fun stuff, but did you have a chance to memorize some of this?
I got you had on my page that you wanted me to have the first 2 pages and the top line of the 3rd page memorized, which I did get that memorized.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Good.
The rest of it's kind of like, but
no, that's fine. I definitely didn't expect you to memorize the entire thing, but I'm really glad you memorized the first.
Well, it's I kind of know the song already well enough to the point where it's just like, well, I kind of know the words, so.
Okay. So, the reason I wanted you to memorize this is because this week I wanted to get out of the music and get you more into the acting of the song and act through it rather than being focused on the notes or the words or all that kind of stuff. And we're going to kind of talk a little bit about making choices in your singing and acting. So let's just try it right from the very beginning. And we're just going to sing it through once. We'll see if there's anything that we need to fix technique-wise. Otherwise, we'll go right into talking about the character of the piece. And we're only going to go through what I asked you to memorize.
Okay, sure, that's fine.
Okay?
Nighttime sharpens, lightens each sensation, darkness stirs and wakes imagination, silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Just one really nitpicky thing.
Sure.
It was the diphthong on light. You did light. Okay. Just remember to hold out that first vowel sound as long as you possibly can. Yep, there we go. Just another really good thing I want to point out though. From you compared to when I first met you, when we first worked, to now, your energy up in this region of the piano, like E, F, G, has gotten a lot stronger and a lot fuller and a lot more energized. And I really like the sound you're making up there. The choice I don't know if this was something you did on purpose or not, but on soar, you kind of brought that more into a head voice, which I liked that. But
because normally I go into falsetto on that note, but for some odd reason I was just like able to kind of get up there.
Yeah, I really
That time.
like the kind of mix of the head and the full chest voice that you brought in soar rather than soar.
Yeah, I know.
Just falsetto.
Yeah.
But I really liked that choice. That was really good. I want to talk a little bit about posture though, and just to bring you to some awareness of what you tend to do.
Yeah.
I noticed that you kind of move from your abs. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Try not to move too much
Yeah.
this way when you're singing, but if you're going to move, make sure you're moving from your hips and not so much up here.
Okay, sure.
So make sure all that movement is here.
Yeah.
And relax your knees a little bit. We're going to do something weird. We're just going to go like this. We're just going to circle around from just with our hips and our knees, making sure everything's loose. Awesome, okay? Just rolling out really quick.
Sure.
Another thing that, I don't know if you're aware that you were doing this or not. As you were singing higher, I could see your back getting really tense, and you leaned back. And then your entire arm would stiff up, and then you'd bring this arm up, and you'd be like this. And it's okay to move like that, of course. When you have a high note, you can bring your arm up. Just make sure it's not tense like that. That's just going to ruin your whole mojo. Okay? So that's just something I wanted you to bring awareness to.
Sure.
I want to have you... Now, everyone hates looking in the mirror, and no one hates looking in the mirror more than a tenor. But I want to have you look in the mirror, and we're going to sing this first part again. And I just want you to see if you notice those kind of things in you while you're watching yourself.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So we're going to start from the very beginning. Go.
Light time sharpens, lightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night uncurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold unfeeling night, and listen to the music of the night.
Okay, I want to have you try to do something. It's going to feel really weird, you might feel a little awkward, but while you're singing, I want you to kind of be more aware of what your arms are doing and how you can move them and keep them relaxed. So what I want you to do is throughout the entire song, we're just going to start over from the beginning. We'll probably just go as far as we did. But I want you to just move your arms around in a circle.
The entire oh my god.
And you can go forward, you can backstroke it, but I just want you to keep aware of the fact that this can move and that it can keep relaxed.
Yes.
Okay? Let's try it one more time from the beginning.
Okay.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
Oh, I know I can do it. It's just going to feel really weird.
Oh, yeah, of course. We're singers. We have to learn how to be weird.
Oh, yeah. I've been weird plenty of times, okay?
All right, ready? Go.
Night time sharpens, lightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Okay, we're going to stop there for a sec. Did you notice anything different in your sound?
higher notes, I felt slightly less tense.
Uh-huh. Good. That's exactly what you should be feeling. I noticed that in your sound. I mean, they were pretty open and pretty energized and pretty nice, but when you went up to those E's again, and this time when you had that movement, and now that you're aware that this can relax and it can move, so much better with that energy. It sounded so much fuller, and I really like that. Okay, we're going to start it slowly, gently. I want you to keep that shoulder and arm movements going. Though.
Just the yeah.
Just keep circling it around.
Yeah.
Okay, right on, slowly, gently. Ready, go.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor, grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender, turn your face away from the garish light of day, turn your thoughts away from cold and fading light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Put your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, feel your spirit start to slow, and you'll live as you've never lived before.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Awesome. Okay. Now, sadly, this is our last lesson together. But just for future reference, and this is going to be something that you can start working on with all of your other character songs and even regular art songs and arias, is an emotional roadmap, and this is something that my voice teacher taught me as well. And it helps with knowing when to gesture and what kind of emotion to put on your face, but just go and write down, like, chunk up the song and say, I'm feeling this emotion here, and I'm feeling this emotion here. And so as you're rehearsing the song, you can see that your emotions are changing. And then as you get more comfortable with the song, you can start playing with the color of your sound there, putting in those gestures. So I want to, we're going to play a little game. I'm going to give you an emotion, and it might not fit the song.
Well, I know it's probably not going to fit the song.
And I want you to, again, look at the mirror, and I want you to practice gestures and facial things that will go along with that emotion.
Sure.
Okay? And remember, anything that you do in the face is separate from your tone and your quality.
You could be complete opposite people at the same time.
So don't let a happy face make your sound spread. Okay? Make sure that it stays forward, but you can still portray happy and pleasant without it going like that.
Oh yeah, because then you start getting those really right notes.
Exactly. Okay? So let's start with happy from the very beginning. Okay? And be ready for any change I might throw at you.
Oh my.
It'll be fun. I'm excited. Ready? Go.
Nighttime sharpens, lightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Really angry.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold and fading light, and listen to the music of the night.
Okay. We're gonna stop there for now. How'd that feel? Was that...
It felt interesting.
Yeah. It's gonna sound like a weird question, but did you, looking at those emotions you're putting in your face, did you realize you looked that way without, like... Wait, words are hard. Before you looked in the mirror, did you realize your face looked the way it did?
No.
Okay, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or anything, but it's a good thing to be aware of how you look when you move the muscles in your face, because obviously when you're singing and you're emoting to an audience, you're not looking at a mirror, so you can't see yourself. So it's sometimes good to understand, like, say happy, where are those muscles in my face going when I say happy? So then you can feel that emotion in your face as well. And that's something that you can practice, just in your bathroom mirror. Try not to get caught by someone because it's really awkward. Been there, done that. But just kind of figuring out how you embody those emotions yourself. So then when you say, okay, I'm going to be really angry here, you don't have to go and rework what anger feels like to you. You know how that feels in your body. Okay? But everything sounds really hooked up and awesome. Okay, I want to sing through this whole thing again. I want you to really embody those emotions. Just take a second and think about what emotions you're actually portraying, you as the character. I'm not going to tell you what to portray, but just think about it and, just kind of tell me what you're thinking. Have any thoughts?
Like, kind of like that. I don't know the right word for it. I don't know what I'm thinking about right now. I'm thinking about something, but I'm not really sure how to say it.
Okay, I understand. Kind of walk me through it as best you can. Maybe we can help come up with a word for it together.
Like, because I know, like as if the real character, like he's trying to like pull her in to him.
Okay.
So kind of almost like seductive or something like that.
There we go. I would have went the same way. So and let me tell you, being seductive and singing is really awkward. And especially if you're doing it for the very first time and you're just trying to figure out what does being seductive while you're singing actually mean. But it's tricky. But that's again something that you need to work out on your own. But let's sing it through that entire chunk that I asked you to memorize, and just experiment in the mirror again. What seduction looks like.
Yes.
Okay. Ready? For the beginning.
Nighttime sharpens, lightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Bravo. Wow, Jordan. What a sound. everything sounded great, but especially this key change right here. What power. There was a lot of power there. Man! That was so good! Okay, great job, man.
Thanks.
That was awesome. I would really like to see you keep working on this. This is a great song for you, and I think you could use it for solo ensemble, you can use it for auditions, whatever.
Yeah, because... Yeah.
It's really good. You're doing a lot of really good things with that. How did those motions feel for you?
They felt pretty... actually unawkward for a moment there.
Good. Really good. I was only looking at my peripherals, and once in a while actually looking at what you were doing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But a lot of those movements you were making looked really natural for the character, for the emotion you were trying to portray, and that was really good. And keep building on that. That's something that separates a good performance from a great performance, and if you put in that work trying to roadmap, figure out what you're doing, everything's going to look fantastic. Phantasmagorical, my favorite word ever. Okay,
Yeah.
So as we close our lesson today, firstly, I want to let you know it was a pleasure working with you, Jordan.
Thank you.
And I would genuinely love to continue working with you if you'd be interested. I will email you and just say, hey, if you ever want to just come in for random lesson times or bounce ideas off of me via email or in person or whatever, I definitely want to be a resource for you.
Sure,
So that would
no
be
problem.
great, and I'd really enjoy working with you again in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But just a couple of things to kind of wrap up what we've done. Tell me kind of generally what you think you learned about singing, about your mechanism while we were working.
I learned a lot about energy.
Yep.
I learned like a lot about how more controlled breathing, because it's not really a problem I ever really had. I just never noticed it until now.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Anything else?
well, I don't know, especially today with the emotion and how I got to play with it and stuff like that, it kind of helped a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. Did you notice any changes in your sound or how you present yourself as a singer from when we started to now?
With the whole energy thing, I feel like I have a much bigger voice than I did before starting this program.
I would definitely say the same. That energy up here, up in this area, when we first met, I was like, interesting. It wasn't bad. There was just not as much energy as I would have liked up here. But after these 6, technically 7 weeks, what a difference. What a difference in that energy up there. You should be very, very, very proud about that. And lastly, as we wrap up our session, do you feel like you achieved your goals you set for yourself?
Coming into this, I really didn't know what to expect, to be perfectly honest. And I feel like I accomplished a lot.
Good. You should. You definitely should. Going back to what we talked about the first time we met, you wanted to work on diction, rhythm, and emotions while singing. Your rhythm stuff is on. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Your diction, it's good, and it can continue to get better, especially with Music of the Night, what we were doing in there. Great job on that diction and really punching those consonants. Beautiful, beautiful job. And then that emotion while singing, we had a great start today. And if you keep building on that, it's going to only get better. And while we were working, we kept working with your range and with your projection, like you said that you had liked about your voice, and I definitely like about your voice too. But it's definitely improved a lot, and you should be very proud. Yay! We are done with our final lesson, Jordan. What a beautiful job. It was such a pleasure working with you.
Thanks.
Yay!
And I had a great time as well. So
I'm glad you did. And I wasn't super awkward or anything like that.
No, I'm used to awkward music.